Good evening and welcome to Theater on the Edge. We are coming to you from the beautiful KW Little Theater in Uptown Waterloo to do another night of improvisational comedy. Everything you see tonight is made up on the spot based on suggestions we get from our lovely and talented studio audience. Let's meet the improvisers who make the magic happen, starting with Kevin White, Daryl Dean, Kate Urquhart, Megan Faye Rothschild, and Chad Farragher. So we're going to start off with a tag team word at a time story. The way this works is two of our improvisers are going to be telling us a story, one word at a time, back and forth between them. At any point, any of the others can tag one of them out, but continue the same story, word at a time, back and forth, ongoing all the way through. So what is this story going to be about? Anything at all? Going to the circus. All right. A word at a time tag team story about going to the circus.
Once
There
was
a
boy
who
loved
clowns.
his
Father,
Baked
him,
many,
cakes.
which
He,
enjoyed.
when,
He
took,
uh,
clowning.
regularly.
Soon,
The
circus,
Came
two,
from town.
so
He,
baked
many
other
cakes for his son to bring to the circus for his clown.
debut.
Finally,
He
brought
the
cakes
to
the
circus.
and
They
were
overjoyed
with
his
cakes.
bribes.
So
there
were
4
happy,
rhinoceri
full
of
cake.
they,
Ate
the
clowns.
the
People
were
terrified.
But
The
boy
was
desperate
to
be
on
stage.
so
He
became
the
rhinoceros.
So for our next scene, we're going to do something called an emotional symphony. One of our improvisers will be conducting the symphony. The other 4 will be in it. So decide who's going to be doing what. There we go. We're going to have Kevin conducting the symphony of emotion. Let's get all 4 improvisers on stage, facing out to the audience. And we need 2 things for each one of them. We need a name. So just call out any name for Daryl to use. Steve. 1 for Kate to use. Adolfo. 1 for Megan Faye. Mimi, and 1 for Chad. Pardon? Ronaldo. All right. Now we need an emotion for each of them. We need 4 distinct emotions. 1 for Daryl. Anger. 1 for Kate. Very close to anger. Anger and bitter. Pardon? Euphoria. 1 for Megan Faye. Lust. And 1 for Chad. Fear. All right. So what's going to happen is Kevin's going to be conducting them as if they were an orchestra. Whenever he's pointing at them, that instrument, quote unquote, is playing. The only thing the improviser is allowed to say is the name that you gave them, and the emotion they're expressing is the emotion you gave them. It might start off low, go high, and so on. So that's a quick recap of name and emotion.
It's Steve and anger.
Adolfo, euphoria.
lusty Mimi.
Ronaldo, fear.
All right. We now present to you an emotional symphony.
Steve.
Ronaldo?
Steve.
Ronaldo!
Steve.
Ronaldo!
Mimi.
Ronaldo! Oh, Ronaldo!
Mimi.
Ronaldo!
Mimi. Mimi.
Steve.
Mimi.
Steve! Steve!
Mimi.
Adolfo!
Ronaldo!
Adolfo!
Mimi.
Adolfo.
Steve! Ronaldo.
Mimi.
Ronaldo.
Adolfo.
Mimi.
Mimi.
Ronaldo.
Mimi.
Ronaldo.
Mimi.
Steve!
So for our next scene, we're going to do something called a slow motion Olympics. We're going to be staging an Olympic event that doesn't actually exist, and we're going to have one or more of our improvisers commenting on it while the others are in the actual competition. So what is something that would not normally be considered an Olympic event? I'm sorry, what is that? Cake baking. Cake baking Olympics. We take you there now.
That's right. Welcome to the wide world of cake baking. We're here to recap some of the highlights from the Cake Baking Olympics, which have just completed in that savory city of Paris.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, and it certainly has been an exciting time here in Paris. We've had some very fabulous toppings. We've had some exciting layers.
Well, the Frenchman from Paris here, the local homeboy, is putting on his chef's cap, making sure that everything is in perfect working order there. The ovens are primed.
Yep,
And,
Andre Lafleur, yes.
And our competitor here?
Yes. Yes, our Chilean competitor. He's known for his spicy and passionate concoctions. His name is something very fabulous.
Something Chilean.
Something Chilean. And
Ronaldo, maybe.
yes. How full of stereotypes we are this evening.
Ronaldo the Great versus the Frenchman. The Frenchman is, of course, the standing champion, beginning with the traditional opening maneuver of breaking the eggs into the, the French word for it is a bowl.
No, that's a la bowl.
Oh, la bowl,
La
yes.
bowl.
But coming up strong, what are these? We're starting with a sprinkle base for this cake. I haven't seen anything like that in years.
Marvelous.
Sprinkles on the bottom of the cake, sure to give a good foundation for the remainder of the event.
I already smell the jealousy brewing.
That's right, the Frenchman looks taken off his game a little bit. He's reaching for an ingredient I'm not quite familiar with it. I think that is, yes it is, that is just salad. It's just salad everywhere. That's going to be difficult for it to hold its form into the cake, don't you think?
Yeah, but it does. It is a unique flavor choice. Okay.
That is a clear violation, and it's interesting that the judges didn't call him on this one, but they get away with that sometimes. It's important to exert your dominance over your competitors in this sport.
It's true. That's called the icing side swipe in the...
And the traditional retaliation for the icing side swipe is, of course, the icing to the face, but it carries a penalty.
No, I think he's going for the custard cut with this one.
You're right. It was the custard cut.
It was the custard cut.
You can tell by the way it yellows his face.
Yeah. There's breathing troubles happening right now.
And this is the most violent cake baking I've seen in years.
Yes, this is.
Yes, it looks like the Frenchman has actually returned to some of the baking. Yeah, they're both onto it. He's recycling, which is going to earn him extra points.
Yeah, for sure, that's true.
And the Chilean, he's clearly lost his sportsmanship here. The milk is coming down. The Frenchman is crying. The milk is coming out of his eyes. And, what's this? Normally,
it's a full-on cake slap.
It's the cake slap into the oven for the Chilean.
I don't think Chile is very happy today.
I think this could be the end of it. This is the way it ended for those two German kids last year.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. Yeah, it's true. But then the lovely witch won that one.
The witch, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
It looks like the Frenchman's finishing off the cake. All he has to do is stir, get it into the oven, And but what's this? The Chilean is actually
Ronaldo
out of
is
the
coming
oven.
back.
Ronaldo has grabbed it's a cupcake from the local grocery store, I think. And it's already finished. That puts him way out in the lead. He's got it. And that's it for the Frenchman. He's done the cupcake. There's only one possible move he can use to save it at this point.
You know, he just renounced his title.
So for our next scene, we're going to get two of our improvisers to become one expert. They're going to be speaking in one voice. We need to know what topic they're an expert on, anything at all. Plastic dinosaur creation. Haven't had that one before. An expert on creating plastic dinosaurs. Welcome to our show. We have an expert here on creating plastic dinosaurs. Can you start by telling us your name?
My name is Dr. Gloria de
Dr. Gloria Dutu?
Yes.
Oh, all right. What nationality is that?
Spanish.
Icelandic?
Spanish Icelandic.
Spanish Icelandic. Well, welcome to Canada. So you're an expert on something very unusual, creating plastic dinosaurs. So now, I've seen plastic dinosaurs in stores, but I've always wondered how they're made.
Well, you start with
some plastic and you melt it into a cup.
So to make a plastic dinosaur, you start with some plastic. I'm with you so far. Then you melt it into a cup? Why a cup?
Well, a cup holds the plastic.
Stands to reason. All right. So you've got this cup full of liquefied plastic. What is the next step in the process?
You shoot a
You shoot a what?
dinosaur.
You shoot a dinosaur? Oh my God! I thought they were practically extinct.
No.
They're not extinct. So I've been misled clearly by all these years of studying history and geology and all of this stuff. So there are living dinosaurs somewhere out there in the world. Where would I find them?
Iceland?
Spanish Iceland?
Yes.
Yes, of course. So you have the liquefied plastic in a cup. You have a presumably enormous dinosaur. What is the next step in the process?
You shrink the dinosaur.
Surely there must be an easier way of... How do you take an enormous, like, T-Rex and shrink it down to the size of a cup?
Science.
Okay. Let's get some questions from our studio audience for our expert on making plastic dinosaurs. Yes? Yes, does it only work for dinosaurs or does it work for other animals as well?
Well,
As long as
they are dead.
Now hang on. You told me the dinosaurs are not extinct.
They are dead when we shrink them.
All right, okay. All right, that shrinking process sounds very dangerous. All right, let's have another question for our expert on... Yes? Does China use this method, or do they have some other approach?
We only use plastic.
Okay. Let's have one more question for our expert on making plastic dinosaurs. Yes. Oh, actually, I saw a hand over here.
I noticed that there's a dinosaur sitting over there. Can you show us exactly how you did this?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a dinosaur right here. Can you show us the actual process and describe it as you do?
First, we shoot the dinosaur.
That's all the time we have for tonight here on Making Plastic Dinosaurs. Give them a nice round of applause. So for our next scene, each of our actors will only be able to speak sentences of a certain number of words. So we need a number for Daryl, 5, a number for Kate, 3, a number for Kevin, a number for Megan Faye, and a number for Chad.
Come on, I knew it was there. I knew it.
Pie?
Pie.
Pie, all right. So each of them can speak sentences of only that number of words. So what terrible crisis was just averted? A fire. They just avoided a fire.
Oh, thank goodness I got out.
Yeah.
I have friends
Sit.
who still we still have time to
Go!
Jim, are you around here?
Oh no, there is a fire and it's big and it's hot.
We need help!
We need help really badly and we have to get it soon.
I'm here to help.
Thank God that you are here. Please put the fire out now.
Help us, please!
Watch out, guys! You're...
The water is dousing this cat.
I will save the cat because it's nice to save cats now.
Is it safe?
Let me check there.
The cat is very safe and it is also a nice cat.
Yay!
So for our next scene, we're going to do a movie review. So we need to know some well-known movie that never had a sequel. What was that? Casablanca or Gone with the Wind, two great choices. By your applause, Casablanca. Gone with the Wind. Oh, tough call. I'm going to go with Casablanca. We're going to do a sequel to Casablanca, and it's going to be a movie review. So we won't see the whole movie. We'll see individual clips while a couple of movie reviewers review it. We take you now to a movie review of the sequel to Casablanca.
Well, it's us again.
We went to see another movie this week, and we're going to reveal one from the vault.
This is an oldie and a classic. We saw it at the old decrepit theater down on King Street.
Yeah.
Still up, still around.
Still cobwebby as it always was.
It's
But
beautiful.
this is Tu Casa, Tu Blanca.
A lot more action in the first, but second one has cars. So I mean, that's pretty good.
And very, very charming cast, despite the fact that they weren't able to replicate, you know, the strength of the original. I mean, Claude Rains really brings out a strong performance in that. Henry Fonda, of course, is unforgettable in his role. Replacing Henry Fonda with,
Cary Grant.
well, I mean, everyone was in the movie, really. Mae West, why not?
Let's show these guys the first clip.
Yeah.
Really sort of exemplifies the scenery of Morocco.
Well,
Hey, Thala.
I got the papers. I had knocked that guy out cold, and I got his papers, and we can get away on that plane. Just you and me, kid. We can get away from all this Morocco.
We can, though. I think it's time to go now, but let's drive around in a car really fast first.
But let's turn the headlights out so no one can see us coming.
Ooh.
There's a bottle of gin in the glove compartment.
Whoa, it's those times when we can still drink and drive. Chaser?
Cigarette.
Now, one of the interesting things about the movie, which, I mean, a lot of audiences will catch, I think, is that during a lot of the more intense driving scenes, the lead actress, Shirley West, they replaced her with a bobblehead doll. And so when they're driving around very fast, it's all over the place. It'll take you out if you're watching for that. But it's even stranger that they replaced the lead actor with a horse.
Hurry up! Let's get out of here!
Now, for me, it took me out of the story briefly.
I'm used to having horses who see out of the side of their head. And just having the horse look straight on, it really...
It's disconcerting.
It's not the way I imagine horses.
But I think part of the director's view on that was to unsettle us, which disarms us for the next scene, where thankfully they've returned, they've used the human actors again so we can connect with them in a more realistic way. When they reveal their motivations for loving each other, and it's not entirely just about emotions.
Well, we got away from the police.
We did, and I don't have those neck spasms anymore.
Oh, I love the way
it's
you
good.
were looking all over the place, making sure those coppers didn't get us.
I love the way you prance so quickly. Ooh.
I have to confess, what I really, really love about you is that you have the keys.
I was gonna say the same thing to you.
Well, wait a minute. Where did we put the keys? How are we going to get out of here now?
Oh, my God!
The Nazis are coming.
And we locked our keys in the car, along with our love for each other. No!
And that part is, I think, what hooked me. Because the fact that you could physicalize love into an actual box and lock it away, I thought was very powerful. I hadn't considered that previously. And it explodes later in the movie when other people have their emotions locked away in safes, and they unleash it when the Nazis have caught up to them. And tears flew for everyone.
Fine. It's time. The Nazis are at the door. We must unlock our hearts.
Okay, I'll just reach in here and
Do it.
grab your soul. Your soul was in this box this whole time.
And it's so much smaller than I expected.
It's just dried out. It just needs water. Here, cry. Cry on your soul. I'm trying, but I just can't cry the way you're crying. Your soul will not be infused with my tears. You'll only be you. You won't be that part of me. But that's so sad, and now I'm crying. It's gonna be good.
Oh, bring it. Oh, my soul. It's growing. Oh, it's.
Oh my gosh, that's not your soul.
God, what is that? Oh.
It was actually the soul of a horse.
And to wrap things up, we're going to play a game called Freeze. We're going to get all our improvisers on stage. At any given time, 2 of them are up on stage, acting out a scene. At any point, any of the others can yell freeze, tag one of them, take over whatever posture they're in, and begin a new scene from that pose. So let's get 2 people on stage, and let's give them an activity to start with. Awkward back rub.
Oh, Grandpa, I just.
I want you to do it while facing me.
Oh, okay, Grandpa.
Eye contact.
Please. Come on. This,
3-legged races.
yeah, 3-legged race weddings only happen once, right? Okay.
Oh, no, you have to move our third leg together.
It doesn't matter how we move, I just love you.
We don't need to beat the other couples to get married.
That's right. We don't have to.
Freeze. See, I told you I'm at least 3 inches bigger than you.
I had no idea that's what you were talking about. I just posted all over social media. I totally defamed you and.
You posted that I'm 3 inches larger? Everywhere?
You know what they say, Instagram pictures are worth 1,000 words.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
so many more ads now.
I know, I'm posting more right now.
Please. See, I'm an expert at reading my own palm. It's like a thing now.
That is the smartest thing I've ever heard.
I know,
I'm
right?
gonna do that too.
I know. Everybody always reads each other's palms.
Look at my money line.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look
okay.
at my, like, relationship line.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
It's all really happening. You see?
Okay. I'll trade you Ronald McDonald, but I better get like a genuine Burger King, like rookie card.
Look, I've got a Wendy, and I've got...
Freeze. Give me all your money, please. Or I'll say, give me all your money again, please, again.
Okay, you're very, very polite, but clearly, I just
I'm
don't...
the polite robber, and you're gonna comply with me. Very please.
I clearly don't have any money on me.
Freeze.
You might...
It's not my hand. I woke up and I have somebody else's hand.
Oh, God, it's happening.
I don't know what to do with it. It's like a second hand.
It's gonna start. It starts with the hand. It moves up the arm. It moves up the arm. Oh, God, no! The only thing that I can do is chop it off. That's it. That's all you've got.
Do it. I don't care. Just do it.
And on that note, let's give them a big round of applause. A round of applause for all our improvisers. That has been our show for tonight. We hope you join us again here on Theater on the Air.